welcome to Sport on 7 on City 7 TV. We bring you the new episode from the Dubai Rugby Sevens, where thousands had gathered for the National Day weekend for some international rugby sevens. First up, let's have a look at what's in store on the show. On this month's show, we bring you all the major sporting action hosted here in the UAE to bring 2016 to a close. We bring you all the updates and highlights from the Dubai Rugby Sevens. We also celebrate the UAE National Day with some polo before heading to the Jumeirah Golf Estates for the race to Dubai. So let's start the show from the Dubai Rugby Sevens, where fans got to witness some heated contests out here on pitch one, and also got to see some of the stars who took part in this year's Rio Olympics. After some heated battles and a few upsets, it was South Africa who took on Fiji for the men's final, and Australian women and New Zealand women went head-to-head for the coveted Dubai Sevens title. The Seven Stadium this year witnessed a thrilling clash between the two unbeaten sides on a Saturday night after a competitive opening 2 days of the Sevens World Series. The Olympic gold medalist side Fiji had an impressive outing at the Sevens. However, their hopes of a second consecutive victory in Dubai were washed away by the on-field brilliance of the Blitzboks. The final clash began on a powerful note from the South Africans, who showed no mercy by clinching an early lead thanks to Cecile Africa and Branko de Pries. However, Fijian captain Osia Kolonisau fired back to make it 14-7 at half-time. Towards the end, it was a deadlock at 14-all, and 2 tries from the man-of-the-match Chris Dry and Sibelo Senatla took them clear off the Fijians to finish the proceedings off with a 26-14 scoreline. For the South Africans, it was their 5th title win in Dubai and an ideal start for their quest to win the World Sevens Series this year. What a way to conclude the Dubai Rugby Sevens, and you earlier mentioned that it's you don't know what to expect with the Fijians, the Olympic gold medalists as well, and your team just went full power the first very minute you scored 2 tries.
Yes, first of all, thank the Fiji and their very quality side, and then hats off to our guys who really sticks to what we want to do. I think we kept them under a lot of pressure and we forced a couple of mistakes on them, and then we capitalized from there, and I think later on they start chasing the game and it played into our favor, so really grateful for the win, very happy with that.
Was that the plan from the offset, just to go full power and really literally attack them straight away?
Yes, definitely. Nowadays, the finalists only 7 minutes aside, not 10 minutes like it used to be. So yeah, you need to leave everything on the pitch. There's no extra 3 minutes where you can capitalize the end of the game. So leave everything. But I must say, it all started in the first game. You can't go into a tournament losing 1 or 2. So I think we lay a good foundation there, and then we got into our stride coming into the second day. So really proud of the guys.
A very good unbeaten run out here in Dubai as well. So Cape Town seems very promising for you guys.
Yes, definitely. I think we can take a lot of confidence in going into Cape Town now, but we need to start all over again. You can't just go on where you left off here in Dubai now, so we need to, and we are going to work on a few things this week. There's always room for improvement, so yeah, hopefully we can sort out 1 or 2 things, and we can then maybe be better in Cape Town as well.
I'm looking forward to the season ahead. Obviously, valuable points coming from Dubai, and it's a great atmosphere here as well, just to keep the boys' momentum up high.
Yes, I must say, it almost felt like a second home tournament. A lot of South Africans coming out to support us, and then the crowd overall was just fantastic. And I think for us as a team, we want to finish first on the World Series this year. I think for the last 4 years, we came up 4th, either behind Fiji or New Zealand. So hopefully this will be our year, and if we keep on working hard and do the right things at the right time, maybe this will be our year.
The runners-up and Olympic gold medalist Fiji have had a fair share of success in Dubai by winning 3 out of the 4 finals, before being stunned by the South African firepower. Fijians had stormed into the finals by ousting their last year's finals opponents, England, in a clinical fashion with a 31-12 scoreline. Despite an unsuccessful title defence, Captain Osia says that 19 points for being a runner-up are vital for the season ahead.
First of all, I'd like to thank God for the blessing, the opportunities He's given our team. He's our source of strength and power, and South Africa are very professional and very clinical side. And they utilize their opportunities. Sevens is a game of opportunities, and they use their opportunities, and they got the better of us today. I'm proud of the way we've kicked out the season. We've lost in the final, and there are a lot of positive we can get out from that. It's tough to defend the title and be Olympic champions, But heads up to South Africa for the game well played, and to my boys for giving out their hearts in the last 2 days.
Over in the Women's Sevens World Series, it was yet another upset, with Kiwi women beating their rivals and Olympic gold medalist Australia with a 17-5 scoreline. Known as the Black Ferns, the Kiwis completely dominated the final, providing limited chances for the Wallabies to gain possession. Though Australia battled to the end of the 14-minute final, tries from Portia Woodman and 2 from Rebecca Cordero Tafugu saw the Black Ferns Sevens collect the gold medal and the Dubai Sevens Cup. Fans were treated to an all-too-famous haka celebration from the New Zealand women, for whom it was a much-needed victory to avenge the Olympic final defeat and earn yet another silverware for the trophy cabinet.
We knew that if we hold on to the ball, they obviously can't score tries, but we knew that when they did have the ball that we had to defend for long facets of play, and we did that, and we ended up winning, which is awesome.
And a brilliant haka celebration as well to keep the crowd entertained. Tell us about the idea of getting it done.
It's been a long time since we've done the haka. We haven't won a tournament in a long time, so to be able to do the haka in front of our friends, and obviously our family are watching back home, was really exciting for us. To be honest, for me, Dubai is one of my favourite tournaments. You can see around there's so many people that come and support rugby, not just men's but the women's as well, and I can't wait to keep coming back here for years to come.
With rugby finally returning to the Olympics in Rio this year, I caught up with the coach of the Olympic gold medalist side Fiji to hear their thoughts about defending the season title and also winning the country's first ever Olympic gold.
Within the team, we review our performances. We look at areas we still need to improve at. Obviously, we haven't reached the perfect level. It's always a process for the team, and with the success of the team in the past, I can assure you it's still a work in progress for our side. We've got new players coming into the team who are still growing, and we got blessed to have some of the senior heads who are still helping us grow as a team and perform to the best we can.
Apart from your senior heads, you've got a very strong fan support, and for them to see the team take part in Olympics, and there's never been an Olympic gold for Fiji, but the rugby team did it, the team that they really love. So what went through the players to be standing on that podium and getting that gold medal?
Well, obviously, this team is the people's team. And we've got supporters and fans and family and friends all over the world, and obviously in Fiji. And that's the support that, sort of builds that intrinsic motivation in the players. They play for their families, they play for their friends. Putting on that white jumper means so much for them. It means, the life for these players. And that's the fire that burns in them, that really gives them that energy, to keep working hard in their training and how they prepare. And obviously when they get onto that platform to perform, they deliver. And, with that fan base and the rich history of Fiji Sevens, and these are things that fuel the desire to succeed and perform in any Fiji Sevens player.
Talking to us about obviously more medals and awards that you've taken, is that a motivating thing for the players to be, and there have been a few changes in the side as well, but carrying those weights behind them, is that something that pushes them to excel?
It's a good question, Success is a powerful elixir, like Ben Ryan used to say, and once you've tasted success, you wanna keep repeating it. So the boys know what it feels like to be successful, and they obviously know the pain that goes in the preparation and the hard yards they need to do. But that success really drives them to want to have even more success. The reason is that it helps their families. At the end of the day, these boys put smiles on faces of people back home, and within their family network, they put food on the table for their families. It means a lot to their villages. It means a lot to the people back home. And obviously this year has been a very challenging year for us as a nation. The boys have come through a lot of peril and disaster. So this is something that fuels their desire to go out and perform. Obviously we will always be challenged in terms of resources and finance. But the talent, the skill, the love, and also the boys have very, very strong beliefs and the spiritual side of things and their faith that really drives them to succeed. And add that on to having special people come into the team like Ben Ryan and their family and friends. This is what helps the team, and that's what makes Fiji Sevens so unique and so special.
It promises to be an exciting Rugby Sevens World Series this year, as tournament organisers are hoping to give more teams a chance to qualify for each tournament. For the opening 2 rounds in Dubai and Cape Town, it is Uganda who have joined the 16 teams competing in the tournament. According to the tournament director, the move comes after a successful showcase of the Sevens during the Rio Olympics.
Last year, the 16th team, the invitational team, was mainly focused on Brazil and Japan because they weren't core teams and we wanted to help them prepare for the Olympics. This year what we've done is we're giving each region around our 6 regions around the world of rugby the opportunity to qualify a team. So for example, Uganda have qualified for Cape Town and Dubai, being in their region of the world as it were. So when we go to Wellington and Sydney, we've got Papua New Guinea, who was the best performing non-core team at the Oceania Championship. We've got the likes of Spain coming into Europe, to the European tournaments at the back end of the series. So what we're doing is trying to create a pathway with the regions so that the unions within those regions can aspire to be part of the series, and hopefully that will engage even more fans and people who want to get involved in the game around the world.
Well, that's it for all the rugby action. We'll now be taking a short break, and when we come back, we'll be looking at all the off-pitch entertainment from the Dubai Rugby Sevens.